Set. Sprinting away from the 1200 metre marker. Autumn Rain began smartly on the right-hand side. Just off the first call, Vars Boy, Colour Crusade. Gentleman's Way, Washington Square with the blinkers. 6 off the left-hand side, in touch with them, Truly Proud. Combat Captain, King Katini, the blue bandages on the left-hand side, going quickest. Bronzed is just off the bridle. He's running in snatches there, Bronze. Green and red silks, 3.5 to make up. Ragnar's towards the inside and Scorch. Settling down to the 500, King Katini. Washington Square moves in. Combat Captain. Autumn Rain's on the right-hand side. Bronze is now trying to pick up. Got 3 lengths to make up. Washington Square down the centre. Autumn Rain's on the grandstand side. Master Thief tries to throw out a challenge. Coming inside the 200. Bronze is also trying to come forward. Autumn Rain and Washington Square over the last 100 metres. Bronzed on the inside. Autumn Rain. Washington Square. Autumn Rain digging deep. Washington Square just got there from Autumn Rain. Bronzed in a photo with Master Thief. Well, it's Washington Square, Autumn Rain, looking for history. Luke Ferraris, David Ferraris, Ormond Ferraris, but number 1, Washington Square. Gareth Wright for the Nels and the Platners will win a head decision as they go to the post. Number 1, Washington Square. Autumn Rain second. Third spot, Master Thief. 13, Master Thief, and then number 9, Bronzed. Bronzed raced in snatches throughout. Gets beaten a length and a half at the wire. Many lengths back to the rest of the field. I Know, Ragnar, Perpetual Flame. Washington Square was always prominent, and Autumn Rain on the right-hand side, the orange cap. They lock horns over the last 200 metres. Washington Square, Autumn Rain. Bronze is on the inside. Master Thief on the outer, but Washington Square down the centre. Both of them starting to run around a little bit inside the closing stages. But number 1, Washington Square by a head from Autumn Rain. Then came Master Thief and Bronzed. Back to the studio.
Well, number 1, Washington Square is the horse you'll need for the first leg of the Pick 6. Andre Nell, Platner Racing, Garrett Wright. Really nice to have Andre in town. A pleasant surprise to see him in the parade ring. Of course, this also bred by La Plaisance Stud. And before we even touch on this win, let's catch up with Andre. I haven't chatted to him in a while. And how's things in Cape Town?
It's going okay, Deesa.
And the horses, I see you, selecting horses that you sent down to Byron. And you happy with the way things are going in KZN?
I mean, Byron and Thomas are doing a fantastic job. So all the horses that are due to campaign are already here, so they're up and running. So I'm just here as a visitor.
And when you have an alternate with the polytrack here as well, nice sending horses that you think will be competitive on that surface.
It's a bit of a guessing game, but we try and think that some horses will suit the poly and some horses will suit Natal, and those are the ones that move up. With the restrictions, it makes it incredibly tough to move horses back and forth between here and Cape Town. So a lot of horses end up here and having to stay a bit longer than we would anticipate, but at least Byron knows what to do with them, so he gets them going.
It's a good few years now that you with Mrs. Platner and your feet firmly on the ground. You're loving the job?
I'm in the job as long as I have the job. So, no, so I know the history of the game. So, no, it's fantastic to work for it, and we've got a lovely team going, so it's awesome.
This horse, I see, en route to KZN, you actually stopped him over in PE as well.
Well, that's the movement restrictions. We couldn't take him back to Cape Town. He was a travelling companion going to PE, and the easiest way is just to go straight on to Durban. Having to spend time in quarantine, it's ridiculous and expensive. The Cape Town boys are really struggling with that, and the PE guys are probably smiling, but that's just the way it is.
And today he's put his act together. You know, it was a good introduction to his KZN campaign when finishing second.
He's a really good form coming into this. He's been doing well at home apparently, and as it showed. And Gareth rode a really competent race on him, and he was pretty game in this race.
Anything else from your side? You'd have had a chat to Byron about the well-being of your horses this afternoon.
They're confident of good showing from the next two, so we'll see how we go.
Could Silver Rose be your next best?
He looks pretty well. I only just arrived yesterday, so I don't really know, but the guys are pretty confident.
Well, nice having you in town, Andre, and you've got a great team behind you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Dees.
Well done, Andre Enel for Platinum Racing. And this gentleman, he's getting most of his rides in these colors, which you appreciate.
Yes, you know, I'm very grateful to Andre, of course, and Mrs. Plattner and Byron and Thomas over here. They really give me some good chances, and I'm glad I can get them on the board.
Well, the man in charge of the whole outfit is here on course today, and nice to ride a winner when he's in town.
Yeah, no pressure. But yeah, it's good to have him here, and glad I could get on the board while he was here. And just a big well done to the team here, and once again, Mrs. Plattner.
Talk us through it. It looked a two-horse race going into the final furlong.
Yes, you know, heard a bit of talk for Cotson's horse. I jumped clear of them, and I said, you know what, I'm on a horse to beat. I'm going to let them come fetch me. And my horse was always going well, and you know what, he's a horse that's never going to win but too far. And that company got to him, and he fought him off well to the line. So I'm glad it was a courageous win, and it could have been easier, but he's just that type of horse. So, yeah.
Anything else from your side?
I have another ride for Mrs. Plattner and Andre Argentius, and she's doing well at home, and hopefully I can see you again. Well, she's doing well, so you try.
She's going for 3 in a row.
Yeah, you know, it's always hard, but she's well, and we're going out giving it our best.
Well, a nice ride here. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. Gareth ride for Platinum Racing. Well done to you, Mrs. Plattner. Andre Nell as well. What's the result here? 1, 2, 13 and 9. That's the way they cross the line. Race number 3. It's the last exotic up next. Race number 4, 14:20, 20 past